What's going on, guys? Lance here, and in this video I'm going to be covering Minecraft Earth. Minecraft Earth is another one of those walk around in the real world and use AR experiences to play a game and experience an immersive real life, real world Minecraft slash it's a Pokemon Go but Minecraft. So yeah, it's basically that. When you start up, basically you obviously are on a map, you need GPS. It pinpoints your location and you get to experience these little things called tappables. Now your tappables are essentially just random little mobs or dirt or rock clumps that you can tap on and gain resources. They also can get you some other things, like you saw common crystals, which I'll touch on later, and challenges. Then basically you just keep building up things. To start, I was basically just going through as many menus as I could find. I started looking and I found the challenge menu where you get a set of dailies and a set of tappables. The tappables you have to earn from obviously tapping on the miniature little icons like the trees, the chests, the mobs, and you'll get a set of tappable achievements where you can basically get some XP. And then went into this one where you get boost. Boosts are like these little game bonuses you can, or multipliers you can put on yourself, which will increase the radius you can tap on things. When you go into the challenge dungeons, you can get a boost in attack, get more XP for mobs. Essentially those little gimmicky things that can just boost what you achieve. They also have a season, like majority of games nowadays, where you basically just get to do a set of achievements in a set period of time to obtain more in-game items. They do have a set of clothing items that are unique to the season, it looks like. And the seasons I think last for 2 weeks at a time, may be different per season, but at least that's what this one said it was lasting. So basically you can do the achievements at any point, and they basically have this little challenge grid like in actual Minecraft. So they're kind of pulling from that, which is cool. And then you basically just have to do the achievements and work your way down the grid. Obviously some of them are harder than others, and you can see it by the coding around them has a different rarity from the looks of it, and obviously the challenges get harder the way you work yourself down. Next I took a look at the journal. The journal is essentially your index where you can see everything you've ever obtained and just get some little information about it. It shows you the different rarities, how many of each species of mob, because in this there's actually different species of mobs, which is actually really cool. Got different types of cows, chickens, some different hostile mobs as well. But you can check them all out here, all the blocks, all the weapons, tools, saplings, just everything you can collect in the game. They'll show as a blank silhouette before, you fill it out, obviously fills in. This is just me just kind of seeing what I can go through and all the different menus, what items there are. I think they actually handled that pretty well because it's just a very simple, easy to maneuver through AI, and I think it's really, really clean. Next I came to the crafting mechanics, where basically you get these slots where you can choose what you want to craft, and it has a real life timer on how long it takes to craft the item. You can speed that up with the in-game currency of rubies, but other than that you can just wait it out. And I chose to wait this out even though it was telling me, hey, spend your rubies, so I just closed the app and waited out the 5 minutes. After that I proceeded to accidentally spawn a crystal in and then decide, why don't I just look through the store. Looking through the store I found that you can buy different build plates, where build plates are where you can use your items you obtain and build actual little structures on a small AR template. You can buy different ones and then have multiple templates, and you get a few animals or items with it. You also can buy some boost and also microtransactions. Lovely. Next I proceeded to actually go into the dungeon I spawned. With this you get to pick your inventory out. You can load your hotbar with different items, food, and blocks, or whatever you think you're going to need to obtain items and battle mobs in the dungeon. So it'll take time and it'll load in, and once loaded in, you get to place a template. I decided to go outside for this because it does recommend that you have a decent amount of room to spawn. The templates can vary in size depending on the size of crystal as well, common being the smallest and then getting larger as you work your way up. So once you decide to place it, it'll spawn in, and then you're brought into an AR world. I also recommend having your brightness high up because if you're in sunny weather, you can't see your screen, and I couldn't, and I did not notice that there was a skeleton above me slowly whittling my health away. So the mobs can indeed hurt you, and once you do inevitably lose all your health, you will fall, and I will just in a second. So once you die, you get a cute little death animation of your character just plopping on the ground, and then you get to return to the map knowing that you lost everything. I then also thought it was a smart idea that I could probably just go in and punch the skeleton and get my stuff back, not realizing it's all gone. And lo and behold, I died again. So at that point, I decided to make a wooden sword and go back in. I didn't get footage of that. I was just like, okay, I just want to get this done with. So I did end up finishing it off the dungeon at the end. I didn't really get much because they are on a 10-minute timer, which is in real-time minutes. So if that goes up, the dungeon disappears. And whatever was in it that you didn't obtain, you don't get. The next day I decided to go into town, and I was able to grind up to level 5 with pretty ease. It only took about an hour of just casually going around town and just collecting a few tappables here and there. And since they give you about around 20 to like 40 XP per tappable, and them being in plenty as you can see, it was pretty easy to get there, at least in these early levels. I'm guessing once you get higher up, it'll get a lot harder with obvious progression happening. But I also was able to obtain quite a few of the alternate mobs, like this I think it's an Ashen Cow, or Asher Cow, which was pretty cool. Later that day I decided to spawn another crystal and see if I could take it on without dying right away. And this one turned out a lot easier considering it had no hostile mobs and was a pretty lackluster crystal. Just had a few rabbits and some cows on it. Other than that, I just proceeded to just mine what I could. There was a little bit of coal and some basically just stone. There wasn't even, I think, any iron in this one. There was a small, like, lava pit, but I don't think you can get hurt from it. I didn't try to, like, walk into it, so I guess I don't know for sure. But I'm guessing if you bring a bucket, you can just scoop it up and bring it to your land and do what you want with it, whether turning it into obsidian or making your own cobble generator, I'm guessing. Some things like that. With all this, I think Minecraft Earth is a pretty fun game with a lot of potential, and I'm probably going to continue playing it and seeing what it holds. Well, if you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Other than that, thanks for coming out.